She didn't want the live. She didn't want to have to end the live. She was pissed, is what Jordan said. She was pissed.
Yes, Karen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Disaster. Michael,
Hello?
are you echoing?
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on, let me drop.
Right? Unpopular? Oh my gosh. This is nuts.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny. Like, made my fucking day funny.
I mean, the ending, I didn't see that coming, but the way she looked like she had so much egg on her face when he walked through that door and was like, what the fuck? Like, he was probably seeing all that go down, and like the sister and whoever else and her friends were like, are you seeing what they're doing? Like, they're digging up all our shit, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, how embarrassing. And he's supposed to be, and she spends all her time being like, oh, I have to raise him. I have to teach him what's right and what's wrong. Da 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 da, and all this. And meanwhile, you got 9 people up in that fucking box, 1,000 people in the chat sitting there looking up all his shit just for you to sit there and look fucking stupid. Like, I can't. That is wild. But he's crazy. He's clingy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, why weren't you answering your phone? Didn't you just send him to go talk to the people at the dealership for a job? The fuck? You did all that in an hour? In an hour, my dude? Bitch, get a job. Get a job. Real talk. This is your job. This is your job. Doing that, we're supposed to be sit here and be respectful of it and courteous and sensitive to what you're doing. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
It's why.
That let all those people. I mean, I don't even like the kid, but like she let bro. His whole his whole lineage, bro. I'm surprised they weren't looking up the people who came over on the Mayflower and looking up that shit. I mean, good God, dude. That was wild.
I would have been pissed.
Livid.
Pissed. He was writing in the chat, but no one's seen it.
It was I and the way she just sits there and just like lets them. Like she just like it's like I don't, she always talk like she got these big old balls and shit, and then like these people come up there and act a fucking fool, and she don't say a thing, a thing. Honest, also justice for Claire, rewrite for Claire at dawn because what that officer standby dude is weird. He gives weird psycho aggressive energy, and it scares me that he has a badge and a gun or
Yeah.
pew pew. Sorry, but that was weird coming at her for like she's 19 years old and she's up there speaking from a 19-year-old perspective on how she thought about it. She didn't say anything that was crazy. Oh, you're not on our side. What are you doing up here? You're not on our. Well, you guys are fucking 40. What is going on? Sides?
Sides. They were on
Sides.
happy sides in the beginning, and now they're not. The fuck?
All those people up there with kids and shit, that little boy's age, acting like that, yelling at that 19-year-old. You're not on our side. What are you doing over here? I saw her over there. How dare you? How dare you speak against Allie? The one and only. Like, what are you doing? You sound crazy. You sound so insane. Bitch, what are you running over there? What in the Scientology is happening over there? Girl, it's giving Buddha Field. It's giving Love Has Won. It's giving, like, every single
Michael.
Netflix cult documentary I can think of.
Michael, that's the same. That's the same cop who recorded that child being neglected, did nothing about it. Did nothing about it, and then gave Allie $1,500 to not report him.
It's giving Jonestown. It is. They're drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, bitch. They're eating the Otter Pops. They're having every single thing they can think of. And I'm not surprised that that cop that sits there and films is able to be blackmailed with child abuse is gonna sit up there
Can you
and yell
guys
at a
hear me?
19-year-old girl. Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
So that's the same cop that said I can't remember the girl's name right now. I think I remember it, but I don't want to say it because I don't know if it's 100% the name is right or not. But he said about a girl that had a feeding tube that he was gonna go have intercourse with her, then leave her and ghost her just to fuck with her.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he needs to be investigated, okay? That's a fucking Hulu doc waiting
Yeah,
to
it
happen.
is Nick. I knew it was Nick. Someone in the comments
No,
just
she
said
has
Nick.
a colostomy bag.
Colostomy bag, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she has a colostomy bag.
That's what it was. Just to fuck with her, to make her think she has a chance at getting with people. He was gonna go have intercourse with her and then ghost her.
Yes.
Who said that? Nick said that, or Standby said that?
Standby said that. Nick is the girl's name. He was gonna do that too.
Oh.
Yes. That would.
I am blown away, bro. What is going, dude?
And
did you hear them all up there? I love how like he's simultaneously a child and then also like a big old burly man at the same time. Like they could not decide what they wanted to go on over there. Like it was, and then Allie sat up there and like pretty much shot their whole argument in the foot because she was like, "Well, if I had known he was 19, I wouldn't have dated him because that was weird." So is it weird or not? Can we make up our fucking minds? Like, is it weird that she's dating a 19-year-old or not? I can't keep up.
She knew his age, what, 3 days in?
And I only got up there to prove that, yes, he was 2 years behind. Because, you know.
So. Lauren. Okay, I was born in 03, graduated in 22. My best friend was born in 04. His birthday was 3 days ago. And he walked the stage the same time that I did.
Yeah.
In 2022.
I have two 19-year-olds about to be 20. And my daughter, she graduated a year early because she took extra courses. She graduated at 16. She graduated in 2021. My son graduated in 2022. So he's 2 years behind. I don't care any way you spin it. He's 2 years behind. He was held back twice. So
100%.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that became a contentious or a way of proving the age because he lied about it. And then she got on here and lied about it. So then people were like, wait, this doesn't add up. Like what you're saying isn't making sense.
I live in Texas. My kids are in college. And I have 3 in college, 2 under the age of 21. And no college is going to call you if you miss school.
None. They don't care. They got paid. They don't care if you come to class and get all F's, bro. You already paid them. They don't care. Exactly. Only in public school do they care if you come to school, because if you don't come to school, they don't get the attendance record and they don't get paid from the fucking state. Yeah. They don't get their Department of Education check.
The thing where the lying came up.
And my kids live with me.
The thing where the lying of the age came up, I think, is because she lied at first and said he was 21 because he was drinking and everyone was coming after him. So I don't even know. Like, she could have known the whole time, to be honest, because that's where the lying of the age started. Is she said he was 21 because he was drinking. And then it turned into that he was 19. So, like, who knows what even is the truth of this one? Yeah. Which, I mean, everyone in high school has drank. Like, what's the big deal? Whatever. Like, who cares about that?
Right. But, well, she didn't want to get blamed for it because then she'd be the 27-year-old sitting there drinking with her underage boyfriend. Yeah, but that's where the lying of age started, is when she said that he was 21. And then all of a sudden, he said she's blaming on him for lying about his age, that he's 19. So it's like, you can't really blame someone else when you're lying at the same time. Literally.
But she's not lying. She's not a liar, she says.
She lies about everything.
And again, no one would have known any of that if you weren't on fucking TikTok 24/7.
But she started the lie. That's where the whole age thing came up. And then she's acting like she didn't know about the tassel thing and is just finding this out now. There's no way she did not know.
For someone that claimed to know it all, she'd be letting a lot of shit be getting by her, apparently.
And here's the other thing.
Allie shit.
He could have had the credits to graduate in October, but still didn't have, he still had to make up the days. I've seen kids do that. So there's just so much that could be that he had to do. I mean, because they were knocking on her door for him to go to school. So
yeah, and then
right.
that was for college. Like, are you that? No, there's no way. No way.
And why would you need a guardian until you're 21 for college when you typically don't graduate from college until you're 22? Because it's 4 years. So what, your senior year of college, you suddenly don't need a guardian anymore or whatever? That's the reason, I don't know.
I know
how stupid you have to be to believe that shit is weird.
Yeah, the whole situation is a mess with his family, apparently, or whatever. Like, he could have not gone to school for a year because of maybe, like, CPS. I'm not saying they were involved, but you know what I mean? Like, or he started late or whatever. Like,
also, why would you want to walk 2 years after you were supposed to walk with people you never knew? Like, I can understand if you're like graduating early or whatever, and you're like, well, I still want to walk with the people that I went to school with for like 12 years. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense to me. But
I don't think he
wouldn't be walking with the kids he'd been going to school with his whole life. He'd be walking with fucking kids that were. He
probably went to a continuation school. He probably wasn't even in high school. He probably had to go to like classes.
Right. So why wait to walk? Why do the whole walk? Just get your diploma and call it a fucking.
Or get your GED and don't go with anyone you went to high school with.
Right. Like, why do the whole pomp and circumstance to walk with a bunch of people you don't know? That makes no sense to me.
I agree. But
guys, there's a Discord
thing at this point.
There's a Discord link on the Reddit for Allie.
She can't decide if she's pregnant because earlier today she said that she was trying, and then she said, "Well, how do you know we're not trying anymore or whatever because I'm already pregnant?" And then again, she was trying again. She can't decide. She doesn't know. I'm beginning to think she doesn't know.
Leave him multiple times, but he keeps crying. That's what she said today.
The phantom baby, bro.
Yeah, I want to know what the Reddit is too. I don't know what the Reddit is.
It's Allie Ray
Snark. No, Carol. Yeah, it's just Allie L. Ray Snark.
Okay. Yeah, this whole thing is disgusting. I'll be honest with you. It's gross. So.
It's sick. It's like honestly wild to watch.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's where the whole lying though came from, was when she said the 21, which was the lie, and then from there on, now she can blame it on him.
And then Officer Standby coming in being like, y'all wouldn't care if an 18-year-old was dating a 40-year-old millionaire. A lot of people would raise their fucking eyebrows, bro. Back when Catherine Zeta-Jones married Michael Douglas, everyone was like, what the fuck? And that was back in like 2005.
I've seen like so many age gap couples that go live, and if you look at their comments, they're nothing but good things.
But like, and also like Karen brought it up too, was like, I love how Claire, who was 19, was a child and they were treating her like one, but then Matt, who was also 19, was a man. And it was bizarre. Like, they couldn't make up their mind.
Well, I don't even know why he came in there going after her in the first place. How old is he going after a 19-year-old girl?
Too old?
Yeah.
To be doing all that, bro. That was weird.
Somebody asshole.
He has to be in his 30s at least.
I mean, he was also the child abuse blackmailer or whatever. So his morality or whatever is probably so fucking skewed, which makes me so concerned.
I'm gonna drop. I have to get back to work, but I just wanted to come up here and say that.
So
thank you.
So why does Allie even sit and pretend to care, like pretend that she cares what he does when like she looked at the last person he texted and it was that girl from the pool with the 10K or whatever, and the text said how much, and his excuse was, oh, she was trying to get a hold of my sister. Like that doesn't make any sense. My thing was, I'm 90% sure is like that text came right after she was trying to make him come up with the rent money, like, and the text said how much.
I said jokingly that because she was like, oh, she pays guys or guys pay her or whatever. And I was like, that money he probably paid her to sleep with her.
Oh my god.
I mean, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, why did the text say how much? If he's contacting her to get a hold of his sister, where did the how much fall into play?
Well, she said on live to Matt, did you ask your mom about the money? Like, she expects the mom to pay. I don't know anything about the mom, but people in the comments were saying, I didn't see her at all, but people were saying it looked like she was on rugs, and people are saying like she's in her last days of living life or something.
What?
I don't know where that came from, but people were saying that like she's on her like deathbed right now.
And Allie's sitting there arguing with her?
Well, did you see, like, she was manipulating the whole game. Everyone had to be the color she wanted them to be. And she was, like, yelling at him. She said she was going to cry because he didn't play Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
That is
She
so...
requested to play Morgan Wallen, and she was throwing a big fit because he wouldn't play it. And I was like, this is your first, like, week of hanging out with the family, playing family game night, and you're battling on live and yelling at their son. I would be pissed, too.
Well, and why is she calling his sister to ask about when he graduated high school when
Well, and then she called
a night
her
ago her
again.
sister was grieving because they lost because of whatever. I'm not even gonna repeat it, but Allie played on live and her sister, Matt's sister, was obviously grieving something and she was upset. Like, but then you're just gonna call her about stupid stuff, like, but you're a crisis counselor, right?
Yeah, but she called her and she was like, yeah, I'm walking into work right now or whatever. And then she called her again to ask her another question. Like, why are you interrupting her trying to work? Because you
Allie
don't
doesn't
realize,
understand the concept of work.
Yeah.
She doesn't
She
know
said
what
she
it's
had a
like.
full-time job at the restaurant too today. I was like, those are not full-time hours whatsoever.
No, she said TikTok was her full-time job.
How is it your full-time job when you just lost your account that you make most of your money on?
The pay from TikTok plus the 2 hours at a restaurant plus the 30 minutes a day she does on the crisis counselor.
Nelson,
those three things don't even add up to
full
time.
She doesn't get paid
for being
a crisis counselor.
Nelson, what are we staying tuned for?
Stay tuned. Oh God. Well, he made her get off live again, and of course she got off.
I was shocked when she actually did. I thought for sure she was gonna sit there and fight about it.
Because he was gonna call her out like he did the other day when he was like, you said on live that I didn't tell you all this, or that you told me that you were a shoplifter, that you told me that you've been to jail, and you never told me that. I agreed for it because you're I hate how he calls everybody her fans. That's crazy. But I mean, she did tell him she was an influencer. I don't know what she influences, but like, I believe that's why she ended the live, is because she doesn't want him to call her out, because he already did that last time, saying like that they were lying on live in front of everybody else. Like, she never disclosed any of her past to him. The herps, she didn't disclose that.
Yeah, Doomsday has arrived. Nelson, I don't talk in code. Can you elaborate?
Did she have her period? Is that what she's saying? Doomsday?
No.
Oh, I was like, if she had
not Doomsday.
I was like, I don't know what Doomsday.
Well, the other thing too is like Allie. I love how Allie was also there divulging all of his personal stuff with his mom and stuff about her not being in his life until he was 11, and then she left again on his 11th birthday, and da-da-da. It's like, bro, this is supposed to be your like man, like you're just out here airing all his dirt out there like that. Like, did you even like ask him if it like he's probably still traumatized from all of that. Like, and you're gonna sit there and just air it all out? Like, wow.
Exactly. While you're talking about shit about his family, you realize that that's also the child that you're bringing into the world's family too, right? So you just look even stupider.
And she's not going to break up with him. She's waiting for him to leave her.
Well, yeah, because she also
100%.
wants to be the victim, and then also if she's pregnant, she can be like, my baby's father left me.
Where is he
It's all
supposed
gonna
to
happen.
go? Like,
That,
so
and
for
that's
where
not
is he
her
supposed to go?
responsibility where he goes. Like, why does she care where he goes?
But what I'm saying is he's not gonna leave because where is he gonna go?
Well, he'll
She just
probably just
burnt
go
all of
back
his
with his sister,
bridges.
right? Well, that too. She's literally it's triangulation. Like she's literally like
She's
trying to get
isolating
everyone
him
against
from
him, and like
everything.
yeah, burning all.
So many years, and then
Allie comes in 2 weeks and ruins it all and burns that to the ground. I'm
yeah,
sure he's wanted that relationship his whole life. If what you said was true, right? That she left him until he was 11, and then left him again, and then has only came back recently. And
yeah,
what
and
he was
It's
gonna
so
he was
like
in the
top all that
crazy.
shit.
bathroom in the shower crying, and she's on live talking about how he's crying and how he's hurt, and that his mom said horrible things about her, and he wasn't for it, and da 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 da. Like,
Well, she says that, like, that's what her thing about Jordan that she says all the time is she wants to make everybody around her just as miserable as she is. But look what she's done to Matt in 2 weeks. Like, she's literally made Matt's life like an exact replica of her life.
well,
No job, no family,
it
nothing.
looked like they were having fun at first, and then every 2 seconds, she's making him try to have a baby with her. Like, could you imagine like doing it with someone and like forcing them to like get you pregnant every 2 seconds? Like,
Well,
how
whose
is
love
that
bombing
fun?
phase only lasts 3 days? Like usually when you get in a relationship, like
Yeah.
the Cupid fairy tale phase lasts a few months. Like from a therapist standpoint, like that shit typically lasts months, not just a few days.
Yeah, well, and when you're trying to practice or whatever,
I
Nelson,
mean,
today.
she just, at the end of the day, she looks dumb no matter which way you slice it. Like, she looks stupid, even if she does or doesn't know all these things about him. Like, why are you laying down having a baby, trying extra hard to have a baby, not even just like unprotected sex, but you're actually using pre seed and stuff
she
with
said
someone that
she
you know
used a
nothing
whole
about?
bottle of it in like 2 days.
I mean, she was
To do
live
that is
holding her legs
insane.
up in the air.
The cousin was in the room while she was putting it up her. His cousin, a male, in the room while she's inserting it in her and
That's so
talking about
what,
it.
dude. This is so ghetto.
And on live. Like, but then it's none of our business if she's pregnant, but yet she has her legs up in the air talking about it all. Like, you're the one who brought it out there, but then it's our problem for thinking if you really are or not.
Um, Nelson, her problem today is that she had just found out that Matt graduated in 2024 because his senior picture of the tassel says 2024.
I think she was too.
It also the way she acted as if like she got everyone so riled up and they were all digging it into all of his stuff, his family stuff, all for it to come out that like it at the end of the day it doesn't matter because like it's nothing that Allie didn't already know. So it's like, why did you sit
Yeah,
up
she
there and
acts
just
so
decimate
shocked.
this kid's character for no fucking reason? For
And she
what?
rather ask these people to like go dig in his past and have people in her box dig in his past than just straight up ask him like, "Hey Matt, who's this?" or "Hey, who's this person?" Like, but you have someone come up your box and be like, "I just looked up his mom, his aunt, his grandma, his uncle, and his childhood puppy, and they all said," like, that is so weird. That's your spouse or your boyfriend and supposed to be the child of your father or father of your child, and like you want people up in here bashing him. Like, it's just weird. And looking up all of his past, like, and she can't sit here and say she didn't do a background check. She did, and there's nothing because he's literally probably just turned 19. Like,
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
it was
believe
weird
that.
too that like she was so like she suddenly isn't going to do that. But it was funny because she was so irate about the sister going to that house party, remember? She's like, oh, she can't be at a house party by herself with people she doesn't know, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, she doesn't even know who the dude who is sleeping next to her is and living in her home and driving her car.
And
You know
how
what I
can
mean?
she want to
Like,
act like,
huh?
"Where's my car? Where's my car?" Like,
She,
you literally told him to go look for jobs and to go to this job interview and to go put in this and to put in that, and then you want to act crazy, like, and people in your box are like, "Where's your car? Why doesn't he have your car back yet?" Like, for real. You are the one who told him to take your car and leave.
why aren't you answering your phone? Blah blah blah.
He doesn't have service on it.
Exactly. What is happening?
She said she doesn't do background checks anymore.
Sure.
All of a sudden. But that's, you do background checks on random people on TikTok, but the guy you're sleeping with, you know nothing about and are cool with it.
It's wild.
I guess you gotta do what
That's
you
not
gotta
a
do to keep your
normal thing
full-time
to
job,
even say
right?
out loud. I don't do background checks anymore. Like, whose vocabulary is that in? That's
Was it
not a
like 3
normal.
weeks ago?
Yeah. All of a sudden, you don't do it anymore, but you used to do them all the time.
Nelson, where are we supposed to be for this tell-all here?
Yes, he graduated in 2004. Or 2024. I don't even know. He was born in 2004. Who knows? What? I don't even know. There's so many random numbers.
2004 because it's on his tattooed.
She has to have, like, I could just imagine, like, when she's off live, like, how their conversations go. Like, I told you I have to do this. I have to out you for live because that's how I make my money. If I don't out your personal business, then I'm not gonna be able to pay the rest of my rent on the 15th.
If you don't let me sit up here and assassinate your whole entire family tree, how am I supposed to feed myself? Who's gonna buy me Taco Bell? Like, you're insane. Do you hear yourself, bro?
That we're fat shaming her on.
Oh, that was insane. But I can't. I fucking can't with that. That was wild. Jordan didn't even say that.
Right.
And then she was like quick to like blame Jordan for it and then had a bunch of shit to say.
Yeah, I said something about ice cream and she assumed Jordan fat shamed her. When I never even said anything about her being fat. I just said all of a sudden she's eating 5 bowls of ice cream. That doesn't mean anything. Like,
it could have been
I think she thinks that that's what a pregnant
fat,
woman does.
sugar-free.
I think she's like playing up the whole like, this is what you do when you're pregnant, right? Like you
with
sit here
5
and
pounds of
you
chocolate
She was rubbing
bicker.
her bum.
strawberry syrup and caramel. All 3
She
of them.
said that it was okay for her to rub her stomach because she was pregnant and had a bump 2 days after trying. On her live, literally.
I mean, she has constipation issues, so like, I'm sure she always got a
It's
bump.
bloat.
Yeah.
It's called bloated.
Take a Docalax. Call it a night.
Even at like 8 weeks pregnant, you're all bloat. Like,
oh my god.
I wouldn't post a picture of me 8 weeks pregnant and show my bloated belly. And
she's like 8 hours pregnant if she's pregnant by now.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't have morning sickness. Morning sickness typically doesn't come around until you're 6 weeks. So
the dog
I don't understand what that is.
The dog knew. She absolutely knew. The dog was sensing it.
That dog probably spilled the fucking drips of Taco Bell on her t-shirt.
That, and then, girl, you don't look like you've been showering, real talk. So, I mean, the fucking sideburn flyaways are wild. I've never seen someone sit down on the floor to do their hair just to put it back up in a bun.
Well, and she also called off work that day to sit on live and straighten her hair and argue with Matt, but she was so sick she couldn't go to work.
Well, and everybody wants to call him out for Matt whining, but all I hear is, Matthew, I'm hungry. Matthew,
can you grab me that? Can you get me this? Can you do that?
What are you doing?
In the middle of an argument, they were like full on fighting, and she just said, fuck you. And then there was a bug. It was like a cockroach just made their appearance into the live, a huge ass cockroach. And she's like, can you kill it? And they were just screaming at each other.
Like, Matthew, you can't turn left right here.
Matthew,
did you iron your fucking gown for graduation?
Matthew, what are you wearing?
Matthew, I can't. I am never going to be able to hear someone named Matthew again in my life.
I first didn't say his whole like legal name, like an actual mom.
It's just weird. First it was Matt, then Maddie, then Matthew. It changes all the time depending on what her mood is.
Yeah,
but God
and then
forbid
the
he calls
baby
her
talked
Allie.
to him to like make him look stupid. Like, do I need to give you a nap, Matthew? Like, it's weird. It's not even funny, and she thinks it's hilarious.
Or the fact that he gets mad about, like, when she literally will call him dumb or immature or stupid or a liar, and he gets mad and she's like, Matthew, are you serious right now? Are you really serious? You're mad at my chat?
Yeah,
And
And
then
he's like,
he's
no,
like,
your fans. Your fans just want to
funny.
bash me.
He
All
was
your
eating
fans.
ice cream, and she literally said, "Oh my god, the way that he's eating that ice cream right now is irritating the fuck out of me."
Oh yeah, she said she wanted to punch him in the face because of the way he was eating his ice cream.
Matt is Allie's bitch eating crackers, like 100%. That nothing he can do will like be ever be right. Everything he does pisses her off. He is that bitch eating crackers.
Does anybody else cringe every time she says, the thing is, the thing? I'm like, it's thing. Thing. There's
or
a G.
She always says the long-awaited video or the long-awaited. It's been fucking 2 weeks. How long have we been waiting?
Matthew, the thing is, you lied to me. I'm like, no, there's no thing. The thing?
Karma's hard. I love this shit.
But they'll be back on live earlier or later, and for the first 10
fine.
seconds, they're going to be fine, and then she'll
Then
start
there'll
talking
be
shit about
another
him with
fight
him
tonight.
right there, like he's not right in the same fucking room. And then he'll be like, I just don't want my personal life. Like, I don't want my personal life.
I love that she had him go live when she was supposed to be at work, but she could not handle people praising him and then talking shit about her in his chat. So then she had to say something, and then outed herself of like calling out of work early.
Or says that he wants to be with her 24/7, but he goes to the gym and she'll get mad and be like, "Can you wait for me to brush my teeth so I can come?"
I mean, we just saw what she did when he went to go try to find a job.
Oh yeah,
He couldn't go to the gym because he had to actively look for rent money. That was the excuse the other day of why he wasn't allowed to go to the gym, because rent had to figure out how to be paid.
When he's lived there for a whole 4 days.
Babe, we need to pay this rent.
It's so bad.
Everybody work together. Let's do this, guys. Let's pay my rent.
While I sit here.
I'm just gonna do a waffle.
Tell Rosa to shut up by sending me money. Let's work together, guys.
Rosa even laughs at the comments in her section.
I really hope deep down inside that Rosa understands that, like...
No, I've seen her, like, laugh at comments, like, in there that are totally going after Allie.
I mean, she's a joke. I would laugh too. Like, it's fucking comical.
It's more than comical. It's a shit show. And when she came in my life and she was like, "Where's your ring, baby? After 6 years, honey, where's yours? Can't even keep them for 5 days."
First,
I know, right?
Like, no one wants that. Like, no one is jealous of you getting pregnant in 5 days and having a ring that he can't even afford in the first place. No, she was never gonna get the ring. There was never. It was all for live in a show. She said on live, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have him get me a ring," and then the next day she was on live at the store, and like, she even said it on live. She's like, "I wonder," because someone said something in the comments, and she's like, "Well, I'll just have Matt put a baby in me." Like, that's where the idea came from, was the chat saying something, and then she's like,
could you imagine taunting a 19-year-old to go find his money wallet that has $200 or $250 of his graduation money in it to pay rent at a place that he's been living at for 2 days?
"My son got $20 at my brother's wedding. Should I go take it from him?"
Maybe she's just gonna keep Matt around for the birthday money coming up next month.
Should I go take my 7-year-old's $20 bill?
They're gonna sing "Happy Birthday"
I really
to him
need
at
gas
Red
money
Robin
right now.
They're gonna put him on the bull thing at Texas Roadhouse.
That was so funny to me when her whole chat was trying to tell him how to look, or tell her how to look at stuff on his phone. Like, type in the asterisk and then the last person he texted will come up, or do this and the last person he called will come up.
Sharon,
and she was for real doing that.
They telling on themselves with that shit, I swear. Tell me you don't
echoing?
trust your partner. No.
Okay, I got a phone call, so I didn't know.
It doesn't echo anymore. I love it.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
But I'm saying the ideas all came from the chat. Like, she's had these plans. This is her, like, mindset. But everyone in the chat was telling her stuff and she was getting pissed. So she's like, we'll just make a baby then. Like,
Sharon, to the front of the class, ma'am.
I just love that it's like two liars lying to each other all the time, and they're just like neither one knows anything about the other person because they're both just lying to each other like about everything, and it's just like it's wild to watch, honestly. Like they can't even accidentally tell the truth at this point.
The JoJo thing tomorrow. Oh my god.
okay, I'm getting
I have to find out if I'm still in love with him. Like, what?
I bet you she comes back to say that she's in love with him and she made the biggest mistake of leaving him to get with Matt.
Why does she also claim that she was quote unquote, she was like, you don't know what it's like to hold someone down while they're in prison. What are you talking about? This isn't love after lockup, Allie. You met him on J Date and like, or not J Date, like your other boyfriend felon passed your number along to him,
She was the
and
leftovers
now
from the last guy, and they just are passing her around like a whole like selly groupie thing.
literally, like they probably have Allie's phone number written on the shower stall and are like, if you need money on your commissary, like dial this number.
Hold on.
I'm gonna need you to explain what this is.
Okay, so the top one is the technician trainee for the pharmacy bullshit. The second one, I don't know what that is. The third one is her license expired for her registered dental assistant. The fourth thing is her scamming the government. And the last one is, I don't know because I can't see it.
The
Oh, is she
pharmacy board
collecting
is the last.
unemployment?
The pharmacy board. Well, it says that it's public information. Basically, for starters, it says it's public information or whatever. But yeah, this is what she claims she made in you can't see it. This is what she claims she made in April. This is May, but this is May without the $800 she said that she has. Okay, you can only make $2,005. So, and that was just with gifts. That's not subs. That's not TikTok Shop. That's not her actual job. So you scamming the government. Okay, all right. And I'm waiting to hear back from the pharmacy board.
And she tries to say that I'm the one who's contacting all these people. I'm not doing shit. I'm sitting here and
For
You're
starters,
the root of all evil,
this is all
Jordan.
public information. This is all public information. I didn't pay $1 for none of this shit. You go to
What we doing?
Nelson's showing proof of the nonsense that he's got going.
pharmacy. Look right here. You ain't got to pay for none of it. Fill it out and they send it to you.
She showed her March chart with chlamydia on it. Oh gosh.
You miss this?
She showed
this?
that list
Look,
of
I'm waiting
things
for
she
the
had herself.
I'm waiting for the rest of my because I don't all this.
What is this pharmacy thing you were just saying?
You can go get her like, okay, how's she gonna go to school to be a whatever the fuck she says she's gonna do it when she can't because she doesn't even have a license for it.
Right.
Like I have the letter from.
Wait. Her dental assisting?
No,
pharmacy tech.
Look, hold on. Let me cross out. I gotta cross out some stuff, but her personal information. But I'll show you.
Oh, the pharmacy like tech trainee bullshit.
And she said she was gonna go get like a degree in medical coding and billing, but I don't even think you can do that with theft charges.
I thought you were the pharmacy tech.
I am the pharmacy tech.
Okay.
Sharon, Nelson, Sharon wants you to play the video you played last night about something. Shay needs to see it.
I don't know. Could you just imagine about, bragging about all these jobs that you have, all these full-time jobs, but then like crying because you can't get your $800 on a TikTok because your account was banned, but you have all these jobs.
Right, because your flex
Weird.
pay is going to expire and you're going to owe a bunch of interest on a late payment now. Like, where's all this money going?
Wait, I'm confused. Back it up. Somebody explain. Sorry, this is why I came in the box, because I was cutting my grass, but. So now.
Hold on.
Blow her up?
Yeah, hold on.
She was a dental assistant, but she got fired for
And
fighting or something.
down here at the bottom, look, it says right here, right here. This order is public record. I'll just put that out there right now. Not only that, but she was live. I have the video recording of her live claiming what she made on TikTok in April and in May. But with the May, she didn't have the $800 that she claimed that she had on that account that she supposedly lost or whatever the case was. Because if you permanently lose account, you don't get the money from it. I'm just gonna say that. But however, the $800 she supposedly got, which I highly doubt she made $800. I don't see her making that much money. But whatever, I'll let her think whatever she wants to think because she can talk herself up. But in the end, how can you talk yourself up to get all this money, but yet you turn around and getting food stamps from Texas? Like, so why are you getting food stamps if you have all this money?
Wait, did we look up, Nelson? Did we look up what that section she violated?
Huh?
Did we look up that section that she violated? You see what it says?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask. What was violated?
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
Well, I don't know if it had. Okay, so I have.
Wait, don't.
I'm curious. Does the government not care? I thought the government cared about like this kind of like getting paid out from these apps and stuff like that.
They do, but when there's so much of it happening, it's like impossible. Like there's so many people I follow on this app, like that are still receiving welfare and benefits and all, and they shouldn't be. Like they lost their kids or like all of this stuff, and like they're still getting like money.
Well, I know
and we also know that she didn't file her taxes. She paid to defer them.
Well, that doesn't matter. Well, I mean, yeah, but usually they try to get all your bank account information, and you have to prove and like show them like bank statements or whatever, like your income coming in. So,
but that stuff's coming into her like PayPal, and if she's not actually like transferring it into a bank account and is just paying for things from that, how the government wouldn't know unless she's claiming it.
But still, I think isn't like PayPal still registered with your social security number, and I think when they put that in, they can tell what accounts you have open. I think I'm just going off because I have Medicaid.
I think only if you want to put your money from PayPal into a bank account, you have to put all that information. But if you're just going to use it digitally or whatever, I don't think you have to. If you want to cash out.
That's wild.
PayPal, I don't know if PayPal sends a 1099, but TikTok.
You also have to remember a lot of these government agencies don't communicate. So like you can be like, oh, okay, well, like why isn't this agency like looking at the stuff that this agency has? They don't communicate. Like it's such an antiquated, bloated system that like they just, you know, a lot of these things just slip through the fucking cracks. That's why welfare fraud is a thing. Like that's why, you know, because it's very easy to commit and it's very easy to get away with because there's so many people on it. There's so many people that are committing fraud on it, and like, you know, there's a lot of people applying for it, you know, so it's very hard to investigate.
Keep track of everybody.
I mean, there's a girl I watch on here who, I mean, people probably know her or whatever, but like she's still getting survivor benefits from someone she wasn't even married to who died 5 years ago, and she don't even have any of her kids anymore, and she's still getting like $700 a month in food stamps. So it's like, you know, it's these agencies, they don't communicate. Apple Store Queen, like she also was like still getting her vouchers and stuff for her rent and food stamps, and she lost custody of both her kids. The CPS took their kids, but she was still receiving her benefits. It wasn't until her landlord was like, "Why am I not getting this?" Like that they initiated an investigation, and then all her shit got cut off, and now she's homeless. I think it's brazen that a lot of these people do it and they like promote and they're like on live doing it. Like they're on TikTok and stuff, and it's like that to me is brazen.
That to me is brave.
Yeah.
Wait, there's too many people in the box. I can't let this person up, I don't think. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll drop.
I'll drop. I don't care.
Well, let me.
Well, actually, I need a job because I have to go back to work in a little bit anyway. So
Fine. Bye.
I have to go back to my big boy job.
Every time I catch you, you going back. Damn.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
No, I don't want to be up here. My friends ain't up here no more.
I don't know who this Julian person is. I don't know if Minnie ever surfaced.
She was in Allie's chat earlier, but that's all we know. Hey, Emily.
Minnie's still running. She's a runner. She's a track star, I guess. I think Nelson got kicked because she was paused for too long. Who dropped? What are we talking about?
Minnie dropped when Allie did that. Showed their messages or whatever.
I wasn't. Serena. Hold on.
I don't know if I'm waiting to hear back. I'm waiting to get the official thing back from them, but like that's what they said when she got her charges. I don't know if like if you catch a theft charge, if you can't have a license down there or what. I don't know.
Can you go
I
back
don't know
to
how
the
strict
one
they are
where
down
it
there or
says?
whatever the case is, but
Can you go back to the one where it said the section that she violated so I can look it up?
Huh?
The other document that you had before, it said which section of the law she violated.
This one?
Yeah. Oh shit, I can't do the top. Hold on.
I can make it. You want me to make it smaller, or I can?
Oh no, never mind. It's right here. Hold on.
What should we say? Section 568.003.
They're sending me.
I think it's AI and 4AI of the Texas Pharmacy Act. Code
Section
ANN
8. Texas. Texas Pharmacy Act.
And again, just so everyone knows, it says right here. The order is public record. I'm right here. My finger is right here.
Thank you, Emily.
All right, Sharon. I will. Okay, hold on.
Thank you, Emily. Someone says it's a submission to mental or physical exam.
What?
Someone said it's a submission to mental or physical exam.
Well, why would they do that? Why would they?
Right.
Hold on. What video? Before I forget.
She failed to submit results of a mental and or physical exam.
They're sending me verifications of her her license and registration, along with any disciplinary action that she had to take. Okay. Sharon wants me to show you guys this video. No.
Hurting guys. I really did. This is me being completely vulnerable. Completely vulnerable with y'all. Hold on. Hey Alexa, volume power. I used to get off on hurting people. Genuinely. When I
Oh, I already have. Whose mugshot? Allie's mugshot? I already have that.
Oh yeah, I have both.
I'm not saying that I'm right or whatever, but okay, so look at it this way. I don't know if anyone's thought about it this way. If she claims now, if she comes out with positive pregnancy test, this is what I could, this is just a possibility. This is me just thinking things. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm not saying anything like that. But let's say she comes out with positive pregnancy test, okay? Like an actual pregnancy test, not a ovulation or whatever test that you take and people tell you it's darker and it's gonna show up positive. That means you're pregnant type of test, like a legit pregnant. If she is, then it's then I think she is, but it's not his. Okay, I think that it was somebody. She was pregnant before she even met him. She didn't want to be pregnant by the guy that she got pregnant by, so she needed to find somebody to replace him. So she found this 19-year-old who wanted to, you know, boom, was in love with her, and he's young, his brain's not fully developed. Here he is, I'm gonna reel him in, I'm gonna catch him, and then I'm gonna lead him on for 9 months, and then down the road, and then if his family or anybody comes forward and says, well, we need a DNA test, they'll take the DNA test, and he'll find out that it's not his, but he won't leave because he's still young, and he's still saying it don't matter if it's mine or not, but I'm still that child's father. I just think I really think that's, you know what I mean, like, she's
Right.
trying to find somebody to replace the father as who it is, because why would you go hold your legs up in the air, do all this shit on live, and then turn and say you're not going to announce it when you are officially pregnant? You're not going to announce it. Okay, a negative pregnancy test. Okay, did anybody? This is my thing. Okay, you can go take a pregnancy test. Okay, it don't matter if he's in the bathroom or not. Anyone can pee in a cup, and dip it down in the water, and
What?
have it all thrown off.
I
just wanted.
And so that's how it would. She did it live. Okay, so let me say this to you. Did you watch her stream into a cup and take that cup straight from her streaming into it over to the test and right there? Because like I said, she can take you in the bathroom and you can be propped up looking at her, but she can also dip that cup down in the water, in the toilet water, and dilute the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not hard to throw a negative pregnancy test out there.
JoJo about to come out. JoJo about to come out. Reminding you guys, this JoJo is oh boy's roommate, Sally, whatever. He about to come out thinking he raising Matthew baby, but ain't even Matthew's baby. It's somebody from not to be, but it is really in reality. But Matthew's claiming it because he's young and he's reeled in and he's, he just, the white picket fence. That's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. You can send a 13-minute long screen recording through Telegram. And even if his DNA not his, like, he's young. Whereas if she leads him on for 9 months thinking that it's his, he's young and thinks he's about to live this white picket fence lifestyle, and he's not going to leave because he don't want to believe it.
It's wild.
And again, I'm just thinking this. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying, like, I'm just throwing it out there that's the only reason why I could think, like, the way they fight now, the shit, like, okay, my thing is 9 months down the road, she's in the same situation she's in right now. Okay, she's facing, well, I don't even know if she is, if she, possibly facing eviction, and you can't even buy food for yourself. Like, okay, so you're gonna then 10 months down the road live that same lifestyle, but not only you have to live it, but you're gonna bring an innocent life into this world and make them live it as well. Why would you do that? And she's trying to use it, I don't know, she's like trying to use it like as a benefit thing, like she's gonna get more out of it. It's they don't give you everything you need. Like, it's not like a,
well, they even admitted that they both want the baby because to fix their inner child and all this stuff, and that's
not what you do,
does
though.
not do anything whatsoever. Having a baby doesn't fix your problems, like, whatsoever. And she even said that if she's pregnant and goes back to JoJo will accept the fact that she's pregnant by someone else. And she said she tried to leave Matt multiple times, but he cries every time. It's like a whole. She won't leave him unless he leaves her.
We about to enter the TikTok teen dad / Maury / Jerry Springer / Steve Wilkos show, like, all in the making. We are watching it happen, play out right now.
She's not going to leave him. She's waiting for him to leave her, and then she's going to come on live and, like, play this sob story that
He's
he
not gonna leave
left
her
her.
because it's validation. They're missing validation in their life, and they're getting it. They're getting it from the internet. I seen that one day that he had made the remarks that he did, and I got in the box by him saying, "Oh, well, you have 600 people in here. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, well, why does it matter how many people in there? It shouldn't be about the number of people. That's what I didn't understand. Well, then it's because it's validation. He needs validation from somebody, somewhere.
Well, but then now that she's
And now that
all of him out and like making him the butt of the joke, now it's a problem.
Yeah.
They're both just not good for each other whatsoever. Like, it's just a mess in itself. I think she's way more immature than him whatsoever. I don't think he's mature, but I think he's just young, and her mindset is way more immature than his.
And that, like, if somebody's out there screen recording for her, whatever, she's listening, whatever, I only have one question for you that I want you to answer. You don't have to answer it because you don't got to do anything. You don't want to. But if you and him, let's say, have a child, and it comes out special needs, what would you guys do? Because you both have made comments downgrading babies, made nasty remarks that no one should ever make. But let's say your child comes out with special needs, then what? It ain't like you can just go turn it back in and get a different one. But yet y'all are steadily out here making the comments that you're making and making excuses for
that was sick.
The way
I was heated when he said that.
Then what? You can't. Yeah. That's all. Like, it's just disgusting as fuck.
She justified it too.
And why you would even want to, like, put in it, like, okay, so you built your platform off of calling CPS on somebody and their child, and because you're so concerned for that child's well-being, but yet you want to bring your own child into this world, and you can't even support yourself, but yet you're gonna make an innocent child go through that. Well, at least the one that you called CPS on, that one had a roof over his head. That one was fed and shit. Like, you can't even say that about your own if you brought it into this world at this point.
Literally.
There's people out there that can't have kids. Like, this shit ain't a joke. Like, it's not funny. It's not a toy. It's not a game. It's not like some write-off. It's not, oh, let's get some benefits this way type of thing. Like, it's not. It's disgusting. Her behavior is disgusting as fuck.
I know someone that
no one in that house can make a grilled cheese. She was ragging on him for not being
like
able
an hour straight.
Cheese. And then she done said that she couldn't make the grilled cheese.
And anybody that still continues to support her, I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys are related to Helen Keller at this point, because I don't know what else to say, what else to do, what else you need to be seen. Like, I understand it's her life, her choice. But again, why would you? Who's gonna stand up for that? If that child is brought into this world, who's gonna stand up and be that child's voice?
Yeah, and she said she's gonna be a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, I
Chantal,
saw
like, we see that you say that you no longer support her. That doesn't mean that you're not still a piece of human being.
Chantal, it is what it is, but yeah, I'm not.
You still said your own shit.
I'm not a piece of shit. I am a female. I announced that when I got into the box, and to make jokes in reference to. I mean, this ain't about me. This ain't about me. I'm just saying, like, you, whether you support her or not, it still don't, like, you said what you said. It is what it is.
She's requesting a box. Do you want her up here?
Oh, I don't care. This ain't my life. I'm not trying to make this live about me.
Well, she's gonna. Okay.
Oh, I just had a couple of questions. I don't know if you guys know, but does his, like, family like her? Like, do they know her, or, like, what do they think?
His mom just
you have to ask them, not us.
His mom just went off on Allie for the way she was treating him in their home last night, and that's why, yeah, she got kicked out of the house last night.
Dang, I don't know. I've been watching her for some time now before all this chaos happened, and now I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is going on?
Okay, but can you say that I'm just asking, like, it's nothing for you, but
yeah.
have you seen her stream other people's lives before
Yes,
this?
no, I've been watching her for like over like 6 months now.
Okay, yeah.
Like all of her
That's what I'm
lives.
saying.
It's
She
crazy.
claims she doesn't screen record people.
Yeah, no, I've seen all of her drama with like 10 million different people.
And then Matt was sitting right next to her yesterday when I said, and they were streaming her live, so she was responding to me that she never said that she got off by hurting other people, because Matt was sitting right next to her. So she said, oh no, I never said that, and like laughed about it, but we literally heard it.
No, yeah, and then you replayed it, but I'm pretty sure I was like on the original one.
Yeah, I was too, and I repeated that, and then when she was sitting next to Matt, she claimed she never said that. But everyone's just making shit up.
I don't know. I just feel like he's love. You know, when you're like, when you first meet someone and you're just the honeymoon stage, I feel like that's where they're at. And in a couple months, he's going to come to his sense and be like, what am I doing?
No, that's what
she
she's
won't
at.
leave him.
She's
She's
past that.
waiting for
She's
him.
not even. She don't even want that. I mean, she's past that stage already.
Yeah, you can tell. There's no emotion in her face. She doesn't
so
care.
like it's him then. He's the one that's like interested in her.
Yeah, she has a visitation set up for Saturday with her ex-boyfriend in prison that she's still in love with.
Oh my god.
And doesn't want him to be around her on the call because...
So, do you guys like know her personally? Like, that's what I was a little confused about. Like,
no,
or
she
you guys
just
just
airs
like
it all
the same
out.
community?
What we know is what she puts on the internet.
Okay, so you're like me as well.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and speak, Chantel.
Hey, I'm sorry. I only got a second. I just wanted to come in here and say, like, all the shit with Allie, like, I did support her for a good while until this shit recently with how she has been acting and the things that she has been saying. It's sickening. And I have personally told her that in messages. So I'm not the one that's going back and forth or anything. Like, I'll go in there and watch her fucking crazy shit show, but that is it. And I'm still sitting here trying to figure out, is she freaking pregnant or not? Because I don't understand how in 2 weeks you're pregnant already. I watched the whole shit show that she had last night. That was complete shit.
Or the baby registry before.
Are you going to apologize to what? Are you going to apologize for what you said though?
What did I say?
What you called Nelson?
What did I call Nelson?
A shim?
I don't. I mean, I'm sorry if I did. But like I said, like I'm not a supporter
know if you called
Allie.
someone a shim or not. That's not a word you just come up with.
A shimmer? What?
Like you were poking at her by saying
there was multiple people in that live.
Okay, we're not talking about the multiple people in that live. We're talking about you right now because you're in the box.
Okay, what about it? What do you want to know?
You obviously said that Nelson was a shim, so either
okay, and I also
it,
just said I apologized. I'm driving.
You said you didn't
canceled that apology out.
And I said if I did, I apologize.
But you canceled that apology out when you said but. You don't say but after an apology. That cancels out everything that you just said. Oh my
God. Okay, look. Okay, I just came in here to say that I am not on her side because when I typed it in the message that I am no longer a supporter of Allie, I got fucking backlash. And all I said was, I am no longer a supporter of her. Okay, period. And then Jordan's calling me a piece of shit. Like, you don't even know me, Jordan.
For what you said. For what you said about somebody.
So someone's a piece of shit after all the things that you have said about people too? I'm not trying to sit here and play this kiss and match. I am just saying.
You don't just go around calling people derogatory slurs. You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't do that.
Okay.
Have a nice day or the day that you deserve. Either or.
Wow. T. Anyways, yeah, I also feel like her story of how she met him, that's probably not even how they met. I feel like that's just like a story they came up with.
That's the same way Matt apologized for the special needs comment he made with a butt in there. You don't apologize like that.
Yeah, that it's like half-assed. It's like a slap in the face.
When you apologize and then you say but directly after it, you just canceled out everything that you just said. So you don't mean it.
Yeah, facts. Like, might as well take it back.
Why waste the breath on an apology if you're going to say but afterwards?
She wanted a gold star saying she doesn't support Allie anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, and you're not going to be welcome in here either.
Do you want a cookie? You know the saying. It's like, do you want a cookie?
Nelson is clearly a girl. And even if she was, you don't call people shims.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we in the 80s? Like, I never heard shims. That's crazy.
My ex is transgender, and yeah, that kind of...
Yeah, it's probably a little triggering hearing like that derogatory term.
Yeah.
She was talking about you don't know me to know if I'm a piece of shit. I said, you go around calling people derogatory slurs. You're a piece of shit.
The thing is the first thing that came out my mouth when I got in that box is I told him I was a female.
And then she claimed she didn't know she said it. And then wanted to say that I said a shimmer instead, when you know what the fuck you said.
A shimmer?
Yeah, I said a shim, and then she's like, what, a shimmer?
She just said that.
Yeah, she said that, and she was like, I didn't call them, that's what she said. I didn't call them a shimmer.
Probably reporting, but I'm going to get off for a little bit.
Not the troll accounts sending me